When Chris Watts was sentenced to life in prison for murdering his pregnant wife, Shanann Watts, and their daughters, Bella and Celeste, many people believed the legal chapter of the case had finally come to an end. The criminal investigation was over, the guilty plea had been entered, and the court had delivered its sentence. But behind the headlines, another painful legal battle was quietly beginning, one that had nothing to do with proving guilt and everything to do with determining who was legally entitled to the family's life insurance benefits. Reports later revealed that the combined life insurance policies totaled approximately $450,000. Because Chris Watts had been named as the beneficiary on some of those policies, a complicated legal question immediately arose. Under long-standing legal principles in the United States, a person generally cannot profit financially from intentionally causing another person's death. Since Chris Watts had pleaded guilty to the murders, he could not legally receive those proceeds. That left the courts with the difficult task of deciding where the money should go. As the legal process unfolded, Shannon's family and Chris Watts' parents found themselves involved in a dispute over the insurance benefits. Although the case was widely described in media reports as a fight over money, the legal proceedings were ultimately about determining who the law recognized as the proper beneficiaries after Chris Watts was disqualified. It became another painful reminder that even after a criminal case ends, families can still face years of emotionally exhausting legal issues. For everyone watching from the outside, the dispute highlighted just how far the consequences of one horrific crime can extend. The families had already endured unimaginable heartbreak, yet they now found themselves navigating court filings, insurance policies, and probate laws while continuing to grieve the loss of loved ones. It was a chapter few people expected, but one that demonstrated how complicated the legal system can become after tragedies involving entire families. If you appreciate respectful, evidence-based true crime documentaries that explain the legal side of major criminal cases without sensationalism, please take a moment to like this video and subscribe to the channel. In the next chapter, we'll explain why the insurance company could not simply issue the payment immediately, how the law prevented Chris Watts from collecting the money, and the legal principles that guided the court's decision. As the insurance companies reviewed the policies, they faced a legal problem they could not resolve on their own. Normally, when a policyholder dies, the benefits are paid directly to the named beneficiary. In this case, however, the situation was far from ordinary. Chris Watts had been named as the beneficiary of certain life insurance policies, but because he had pleaded guilty to murdering Shanann Watts, Bella Watts, and Celeste, Cece Watts, the law prevented him from receiving those proceeds. This is where an important legal principle came into play. In many parts of the United States, laws commonly referred to as Slayer statutes, or the Slayer rule, prohibit a person from financially benefiting from intentionally causing another person's death. These laws exist to ensure that no one can profit from a crime they committed. Rather than deciding on their own who should receive the money, insurance companies often ask a court to determine the proper distribution whenever there is uncertainty or competing legal claims. As the court process began, both Shannon's family and Chris Watts' parents became involved in the legal proceedings. The dispute was not about revisiting the criminal case. Chris Watts' guilt had already been established through his guilty plea. Instead, the court's responsibility was to determine, under probate law and the terms of the insurance policies, who was legally entitled to receive the benefits after Chris Watts had been disqualified. For many people following the case, this legal battle was difficult to understand. It wasn't simply about a dollar amount or headlines mentioning hundreds of thousands of dollars. It reflected the complicated legal questions that can arise after an extraordinary tragedy.
Hey guys, what the heck? I forgot I still had to clip my hair from Bella. Oops. Fun days with kids. Alright, there we go. Alright, it's a little bright out here, but It's actually beautiful. I think it is 81 degrees outside. Absolutely amazing. So I just wanted to come on here. I've been on the phone since the girls went to sleep with some amazing people on my team who are absolutely positively the best. I've been super blessed to have such an amazing team and friends that I call. So I just wanted to come on here because we have a promo going on with Lavelle, which is get a free box of Pure until the 20th. Hi Brittany, hi Christina. And so I wanted to come on here and kind of touch base with you guys and just tell you guys how amazing Thrive is and how amazing is it done for me, how amazing it is, and how great it's helped me tremendously. Not only has it helped me, but it's helped so many of my friends. I have a friend who just started his Thrive experience last Tuesday, so today's a week he's been on it and feels amazing. He sent me a text message last night that said, oh my goodness, Will, what did you say? He said, his exact words were, Thrive is absolutely amazing. And it is. It's amazing. Even when you think you do not need it, you'll see how putting the premium grade nutrition into your body really helps your body live at its 100% potential. Like, our bodies are designed to do a lot, but a lot of us cannot function doing that because, shoot, it's life. Like, we get tired, we get exhausted, we get drained, we lose our patience. My daughter had a meltdown today in Target, like literally full-on fledged, her first meltdown in public, and it was during, lunchtime, nap time. She was not feeling well, and she had a full-on meltdown, and I just kept my cool. I was just like this, calm and collect, and it's funny because I had like a million people staring at me because my kid was having a meltdown, and my patience was still there. I still had patience to just take it in and to let her do her thing. She went to bed when she got home, but she did her thing, and I was good. I felt good. I, didn't lose my cool. I didn't scream. I didn't yell. Pre-Thrive, I probably would have. I mean, it's amazing how much, as Chris would tell you, my patience is so much better since I started thriving. And, I don't know, I just feel great. I absolutely feel amazing. And I know a lot of you that are on this call feel the same way with me. But I don't even know what I was going at. I lost my focus. Gosh, guys, look at this. 81 degrees outside. Like, seriously, they're building the road right now. The mountains has no snow on it. It's in November and we have no snow on our mountains. What is up with that? I'll take it. It's absolutely, can you see the sun glaring on me? It's really, 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 really bright. It's really nice outside. AC still on. I feel like I'm in Hawaii. I wish I was in Hawaii. All right, ladies, gentlemen. If you're still on the fence, message me. I have a promo for you. It's only good for 24 hours. So to this day tomorrow, I have a promo for Thrive. Plus the company's running a huge promo with giving you a free box of Pure. I took my last one this morning. My shipment should be here any day. I am a little discouraged. Oh, Amanda, get out of here with that snow stuff. I took my last Pure this morning. It is purely amazing. I think that's, I took it before I went to Target today, so I think that's what helped me too. So shoot me a message. I'm ready to help you start your Thrive experience. I'm ready to help you get it for free. I'm ready to help you feel amazing and live your life again. Like, there's no reason why we should not be living our life and enjoying ourselves every single day. Brittany, we'll trade places. Except for I like the dry climate. I don't like the humidity. You can keep the humidity. Humidity stinks. Hi, Vicky. So, if you're ready to start feeling purely amazing and get your free box of Pure and free Thrive. Shoot me a message. I will help you get your Thrive for free. I will help you get started with your Thrive experience and start feeling amazing. I had 2 promos that was left that ended yesterday, but today we got paid, and I want to help people. I want to help you get started on your Thrive experience. My commission is turned into credits so I can help you get started. That's how much it works. We love helping you. Hi, Addie. We love helping you get started. We love helping you feel amazing. And that's what I want to do. I want to help you feel as good as I do, and to be able to enjoy your kids or your husband or your boyfriend or your spouse or whoever it is that or yourself. I mean, to be yourself again and to be happy. So shoot me a message. Let me help you get started. I want to pay it forward. I want to help you guys this Thanksgiving, this Christmas, to help you enjoy your holiday and to not gain any weight. I mean, why wouldn't you want to gain any weight? I mean, everyone averages between 7 and 12 pounds during the holidays. You won't with Thrive. Join me. Come help me. Let me help you. It's amazing, and I promise you, you won't regret it. And if you do not, absolutely, positively, do not love the product, I promise to give you your money back. I'm that confident that you will love the product. So shoot me a message, text, or Facebook. You got my number, and I want to help you guys. So let me know. You know, the funds are there, but they're not going to be there long. There's several people already interested that I've been talking to during the day today. So shoot me a message. Let me help you start your Thrive experience and then help you get it for free. Promise you, you'll get it for free. Just, message me. All right, guys. Have a great day. Oh, Brittany, humidity does my hair is awful. I look like a big frisbee when I get off the plane in North Carolina all the time, every time. I don't like it. I don't miss it. It was interesting to experience it in New Orleans a couple months ago. And I'm looking forward to Punta Cana, but I'm not looking forward to humidity. So I love you too, Addie. You guys can keep the humidity. I love the dry, hot air right now. It's like 81 degrees, feeling amazing. Have a great day, and I love you guys. I'm glad you trusted me too, Amanda. It's amazing. All right, guys. Thanks, Addie. I feel amazing. I gotta go back in the AC though. It's a little hot outside right now. So, you guys have a great day, and I'll see you soon. Your hair will be wet all the time. Yes. All right, you guys can keep it. I'll just come visit. All right, and it has to be cool though, Christina. Cold, not hot. All right, guys, have a great day. See you soon. Love you too.
Courts are required to apply the law objectively, even when the circumstances are emotionally devastating. Judges cannot decide cases based solely on sympathy. They must follow statutes, insurance contracts, and established legal principles to reach a lawful decision. Although the legal proceedings attracted significant public attention, one fact remained unchanged. No financial payment could ever replace the lives that had been lost. The insurance dispute was a matter of law, not a measure of grief. For both families, the greatest loss could never be calculated in dollars. If you're finding this legal breakdown informative, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel. In the next chapter, we'll examine how the court handled the competing claims, why the case received nationwide attention, and what ultimately influenced the final resolution of the insurance dispute. As news of the insurance dispute spread, many people were surprised to learn that the legal battle continued long after the criminal case had ended. Headlines often described it as a fight over approximately $450,000 in life insurance benefits, but inside the courtroom, the issue was much more specific. The judge was not deciding who had suffered the greatest loss or assigning blame for the murders that had already been resolved through Chris Watts' guilty plea. Instead, the court's task was to determine who, under the law and the terms of the insurance policies, was entitled to receive the proceeds after Chris Watts was barred from collecting them. Court records and legal filings outlined the competing positions presented by the parties involved. Each side relied on probate law, insurance policy language, and applicable legal statutes to support its claim. Rather than allowing public opinion or media coverage to influence the proceedings, the court focused on the legal framework governing beneficiary rights, inheritance, and the consequences of the Slayer rule. This methodical approach reflects how courts generally handle complex civil disputes following criminal cases. The proceedings also highlighted an important reality about the justice system. Criminal and civil matters are often separate. While the criminal case established Chris Watts' guilt beyond a reasonable doubt, the insurance dispute required the court to answer a different legal question about the proper distribution of assets. These are distinct legal processes, each governed by its own rules and standards. Understanding that distinction helped explain why additional hearings and legal filings were necessary even after the criminal case had concluded. For many observers, the case served as a reminder that legal issues can continue for years after a tragedy. Estate matters, insurance claims, and probate proceedings often move at a much slower pace than criminal trials, requiring careful review of documents, statutes, and legal precedent before a final decision can be reached. Although these proceedings rarely receive the same attention as criminal trials, they are an essential part of resolving the practical consequences left behind. If you're finding this legal breakdown informative, consider sharing this video with others who appreciate respectful true crime documentaries that focus on verified facts rather than speculation. Your support helps us continue creating carefully researched content that explains both the investigative and legal sides of major cases. In the next chapter, we'll look at how the insurance dispute was ultimately resolved, what the court's decision meant for everyone involved, and why many believe the most important legacy of this case will never be about money, but about remembering Shanann, Bella, Cece, and baby Nico with dignity and compassion. As the legal proceedings moved toward a conclusion, the court remained focused on one responsibility: applying the law as fairly and objectively as possible. Public interest in the case was immense, and many people had strong opinions about what the outcome should be. But inside the courtroom, emotion alone could not determine the result. The judge had to rely on the insurance policies, probate law, applicable state statutes, and the evidence presented by the parties involved.
Thank you for this moment.
I can just have you just identify yourself for the record.
My name is Sandra Rusak, Shannon's mother.
Thank you.
I wanted to say thank you for this moment. I want to take a moment to thank everyone who has prayed for our beloved family, who had sent gifts, cards to us from all over the world. I know God will put the evil people where they need to be. I also want to take the time to thank the town of Frederick, Greeley, FBI, the DA's office, the CBI, for exceptional work. We thank Nicole Atkinson, Shannon's neighbor Nathan, and his family. To me, they're our heroes. They really are. God bless. God makes no mistakes on who He puts in your life. Marriage is about love, trust, and friendship and unity. We marry for sickness and health, to death do us part. Our daughter Shanann loved you with all of her heart. Your children loved you to the moon and back. Shannon's family was her world. Shanann put a crown on your head. But unfortunately, the day that you took their life, God removed that crown. We loved you like a son. We trusted you. Your faithful wife trusted you. Your children adored you, and they also trusted you. Your daughter Bella Marie sang a song proudly. I don't know if you got to see it, but it was, "Daddy, you're my hero." I have no idea who gave you the right to take their lives. But I know God and His mighty angels were there at that moment to bring them home to paradise. God gives us free will. So not only did you take the family of four, your family of four, You took your own life. I want the world to know that our daughter and her children were so loved by us. There will always be protected by God and his mighty angels. I didn't want death for you because that's not my right. Your life is between you and God now, and I pray that he has mercy for you. From Shannon's mother, Bella Marie, Celeste Catherine, and Nico Lee's Nana. Thank you, Your Honor.
Ultimately, the dispute was resolved through the legal process, bringing an end to one of the final courtroom chapters connected to the Watts case. While the specific legal outcome addressed the distribution of the insurance proceeds, it did not, and could not, change the devastating reality that had brought the families into court in the first place. No legal ruling or financial settlement could ever compensate for the loss of Shanann, Bella, Cece, and baby Nico. The court's decision resolved a legal question, but it could never heal the emotional wounds left behind. For Shannon's family, the years following the murders involved not only grieving the unimaginable loss of their daughter and grandchildren,
What I'd like to say to the court is that Shanann, Bella, and Nico are loving, caring people. They love life. They love being around people who love them. They always had good times. This is the first time they went to the beach this year, and they loved it. But God only knows what happened that night. Life will never be the same without Shanann, Bella, and Celeste, and Nico. Had all their lives to live. They were taken by a heartless one. This is the heartless one, the evil monster, who dare you take the lives of my daughter Shanann, Bella, Celeste, and Nico. I trusted you to take care of them, not kill them. And they also trusted you. The heartless monster, and then you take them out like trash. You disgust me. They were loving and caring people. You may have taken their bodies from me, but you will never take the love they had from me. They loved us more than you will ever know, because you don't know what love is. Because if you did, you would not have killed them. You monster, thought you would get away with this. I don't know how. The cameras do not lie. You carry them out like trash of the house. Yes, I seen the videotape. You buried my daughter Shanann and Nico in a shallow grave, and then you put Bella and Celeste in huge containers of crude oil. You heartless monster. You have to live with this vision every day of your life, and I hope you see that every time you close your eyes at night. Oh, I forgot. You have no heart or feelings or love. Let me tell you something. I will think of them every day of my life, and I love them every day of my life. Prison is too good for you. This is hard to say, but may God have mercy on your soul. I hope you enjoy your new life. It's nothing like the one you had out here. May the courts have no mercy on you. It's hard every day. It hurts in so many ways. I have heard people say that you're not a monster. No, you are not. You're an evil monster. Thank you. Love you, Shanann, Bella, and Nico. Love you, Pop and Dad. And one other thing. And Shanann says she is super excited for justice today. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, sir.
but also navigating legal proceedings that forced them to revisit painful memories. For Chris Watts' parents, the case also brought profound personal tragedy, even as their son accepted responsibility for the crimes. Although the families found themselves on opposite sides of the civil dispute, both had experienced lives permanently changed by the events of August 2018. The insurance case also demonstrated how the justice system continues working long after criminal convictions are entered. While the public often focuses on arrests, trials, and sentencing, many legal matters, such as probate, estate administration, and insurance claims, can continue quietly for months or even years. These proceedings are designed to resolve legal rights and obligations, not to measure grief or determine whose pain is greater. If this legal breakdown has helped you better understand the civil side of this case, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel. In our final chapter, we'll reflect on the broader lessons from this legal dispute, why laws like the Slayer Rule exist, and why the true legacy of the Watts case should always center on remembering Shanann, Bella, Cece, and baby Nico, not the courtroom battles that followed their tragic deaths. As we reach the end of this documentary, one thing becomes unmistakably clear. The legal battle over the life insurance proceeds was never the true story. While the dispute attracted headlines and sparked public debate, it was ultimately one more consequence of a tragedy that had already devastated two families. The court's responsibility was to resolve a legal question according to the law, but no ruling could ever restore what had been lost. The insurance proceedings also highlighted why laws such as the Slayer Rule exist. These legal principles are designed to ensure that no one can financially benefit from intentionally causing another person's death. By applying those laws, the court protected the integrity of the justice system and ensured that the distribution of the insurance proceeds followed established legal standards rather than emotion or public opinion. Although the case was legally complex, its purpose was straightforward: to resolve a civil dispute fairly and lawfully after the criminal case had already been concluded. Yet, when people remember the Watts case today, very few think first about insurance policies, probate proceedings, or court filings. Instead, they remember Shanann Watts, Bella Watts, Celeste, Cece Watts, and baby Nico. They remember a mother who loved her children, two little girls whose laughter filled their home, and an unborn son who never had the chance to begin his life. Those memories have endured far longer than any courtroom argument ever could. The lasting lesson from this chapter of the case is that while legal systems can answer questions about property, insurance, and financial rights, they cannot measure grief or repair broken hearts. Some losses simply cannot be compensated, regardless of the amount involved. What remains is the responsibility to remember the victims with dignity, to rely on verified facts rather than speculation, and to approach stories like this with compassion for everyone whose lives were forever changed. Thank you for watching this evidence-based examination of one of the lesser-known legal chapters in the Watts case. If you found this documentary informative, please like, subscribe, and share to support more carefully researched true crime content that explains the law while honoring the victims with respect. Above all, let us continue to remember Shanann, Bella, Cece, and baby Nico, not for the legal disputes that followed their deaths, but for the love they shared, the lives they lived, and the legacy they continue to leave in the hearts of people around the world.